Let's talk about the Gerber pocket knife. Now, some people call this a pocket knife, some people call it a box cutter, and that's probably not too far from the truth because a lot of its use today for me is opening Amazon boxes. And a lot of people refer to it as a box cutter because you literally use a utility knife blade in this. Now, one thing you'll notice about this is the form factor. So it is made by Gerber, and they're not a sponsor of this video. I love these things because of the slim form factor. It does have a clip. You can clip it onto your belt or in your pocket. The thinness of this thing compared to other ones that I've looked at and tried is just phenomenal. It's sleek, it's thin, it's easy to open and close. It does have a press lever here, so you got to push that over to close it. You can literally open it with one hand and close it with one hand. It is that simple to use it. The only thing I don't like necessarily about it is it has a set screw right here. You have to take a screwdriver, loosen it up a little bit, take that set screw out, and pull out the blade. Now these blades, I don't know if you are aware of how to get them. The idea is you can get these things in a pack like this from Harbor Freight or off of Amazon. For under $10, you get like 50 to 100. This one it's 50, and I think it cost me like a couple of bucks to get them. And all you do is you shake it down to the end, slide one out. Getting that blade out, you can pull it out through here, just like that. Two decided they wanted to come out. All right. So you get this other blade, slide it into the spot. See, there's the set screw hole. But once you get it in there, slide it in. You'll see it fits nicely into the utility hole. Put your screw in, tighten it down. And you have a new blade. That's it. Now, what you can do is, once you get it flipped around, you can take the blade, take the screw out, flip it around to the other side, and now you have it two sharpnesses, one on this side, then when you flip it around, one on the other side. And then whenever those two are dull, you just do the same thing and put a whole new blade in. It's quick, it's simple, it's easy. Now, some folks have asked me, well, why don't you just get rid of a pocket knife and sharpen it whenever it needs sharpened? Sure, I can do that. No problem. I've done it most of my life, but to be honest, I just don't feel like doing it. This is easy enough, it's cheap enough, and for me, it's that simple. Now, one thing that you do want to pay attention to with this knife is when you're putting the blade in, you can very easily miss this safety guard here on the back. So you can see in this example here, you put the blade in on the side and it misses that safety guard. So what you got to do is you got to pull it out, and when you're putting it in, you got to make sure, right, that the blade goes into this safety section here on the back. You'll notice that it goes in pretty easily, but if you're just putting it in this way, it's very easy to miss it, and then the blade itself is sticking out here on the back. So for example, you can put it in and get it like that, right, like I showed you originally, and it still secures, but you can see the blade is exposed there, and that's kind of dangerous. So you want to make sure that whenever you're sliding it in there, that you actually make it into the safety guard right there before you put in your set screw. All right, once it's secured and you're in the safety guide right there, you're all set.